This is Perpetual News. Good afternoon, Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao! The Philippines is no stranger to extreme weather. Strong winds, relentless rains, and communities forced to flee. These are scenes Filipinos know all too well. Brought by typhoons, one of the country's most frequent and dangerous natural disasters.
A typhoon is a powerful tropical cyclone that forms over ocean waters, producing intense rainfall, strong winds, and strong surges. In the western North Pacific, where the Philippines is located, this weather system develop regularly and often make landfall.
Because the country lies along the Pacific typhoon belt, the Philippines experiences an average of around 20 tropical cyclones every year, several of which directly affect communities. For millions of Filipinos, typhoons are not rare disasters, they are a recurring threat.
Typhoons draw their strength from the ocean. Warm sea surface temperature of at least 26.5 degrees Celsius fuel rising air, forming low-pressure system that intensify as surrounding winds rotate inwards. As long as this storm remain over warm waters, they continue to strengthen.
The Philippines is surrounded by the seas that consistently meet these conditions, allowing typhoons to intensify as they approach the land.
Scientific data also shows that warmer oceans increase rainfall intensity and wind strength. While climate change does not create typhoons, it still amplifies their intensity, increasing the risk of flooding, storm surges, and wind damage across the country.
No, discussion of typhoons in the Philippines is complete without recalling one name, Typhoon Yolanda.
In 2013, Super Typhoon Yolanda, internationally known as Haiyan, struck the central Philippines with winds exceeding 300 kilometers per hour, making it one of the strongest typhoons ever recorded at landfall. Entire cities were flattened, thousands were killed, and millions were displaced.
Official reports recorded more than 6,300 deaths, over 4 million displaced persons, and an estimated 95 billion pesos in damage to infrastructure, agriculture, and livelihoods.
Yolanda exposed critical weaknesses in disaster preparedness and enforced lasting reforms in early warning systems and emergency response.
Years later, the threat remains unchanged. Recent typhoons, including Typhoon Tino, Typhoon Uwan, brought floodwaters, forced evacuations, and disrupted daily life.
Around 5:30 to 6 p.m. November 3 ni-announce namin sa among GC sa mga procs paibaw namin nga we will be taking forced evacuation na gyud until 10 p.m. So among atuon ang mga tao na pabakit na gyud.
In communities hit by Typhoon Tino, over 5,000 families were displaced, with homes submerged and roads impassable. Continuous heavy rains forced residents into evacuation centers, while damaged homes and livelihoods worsened the crisis.
Nung bandang 6, doon na po namin naramdaman yung hangin tsaka konting ulan po. Then bandang 9 na po, 9 to 10 hanggang magmadaling araw po. Ito po, ganda na po nangyari, sobrang lakas na po. Aabutin na!
Si Lola Pining! Hello, oh my God! Si Lola Pining!
Likewise, Typhoon Uwan caused similar destruction, displacing nearly 3,000 families, damaging agricultural lands, and cutting power to multiple towns. Emergency responders raced to provide relief as communities struggles to recover.
The threat of typhoons and the toll they take remain a stark reality for many Filipinos.
When typhoon pass, recovery does not come easily. Families affected by Typhoon Tino and Typhoon Uwan continue to face damages homes, lost income, and uncertain rebuilding timelines.
Their testimonies reflect what statistics cannot fully capture the human cause behind every storm.
On a national scale, typhoons leave measurable damage socially. Disasters force hundreds of Filipinos into evacuation centers every year, disrupting schools and raising health risks.
Economically, typhoons cost billions of pesos in losses, hitting agriculture and fisheries, the backbone of millions of livelihoods.
Environmentally, heavy rains trigger floods and landslides, while storm surge accelerate coastal erosions and threatening low-lying communities.
Typhoons cannot be prevented, but their impact can be reduced through preparedness at home, in communities, and at the government level.
At home, families should prepare emergency kits with water, ready-to-eat food, flashlights, batteries, first aid supplies, basic medicines, and important documents. Secure roofs, windows, and light structures, clear drains, and know the nearest evacuation center.
In communities, local governments and schools can run disaster drills, map danger zones, and communicate warnings early. Coordinations with barangay officials and volunteers is key to keeping residents safe.
At the national level, enforcing building codes, planning safer land use, protecting mangroves, and investing in resilient infrastructure can save lives and reduce property damage.
Typhoons will continue to threaten the Philippines. That reality is non-negotiable. What can change is how prepared our nations to face them. Reducing disaster risk requires informed citizens, responsive institutions, and communities that act before the storm hits.
Resilience is not built during disasters, it is built before them.
This has been Perpetual News. Informing today, protecting tomorrow.
Stay informed, stay prepared, stay safe.
Maraming salamat po!